1981, Valentine's Day, Centralia, Pennsylvania. 12-year-old Todd Domboski is playing in his grandmother's backyard. The ground opens beneath him, a sinkhole, 4 feet wide, 150 feet deep. He falls into darkness. Superheated steam explodes upward. Deadly carbon monoxide rushes from the pit. His hand catches a tree root, barely. He's dangling above a burning abyss while toxic gas screams past his face. His cousin sprints over, grabs him, pulls him to safety. That hole opened because there's a massive fire burning under Centralia, not for days, not months, for over 60 years. Still burning right now. So deep and vast, the government gave up. They evacuated 1,000 people, demolished 500 buildings. In 2002, they deleted the town's zip code, erased it from existence. Today, smoke rises from cracked roads. The ground melts shoes. Sinkholes open without warning, and it gets stranger. Before the fire ever started, a priest stood before this town and spoke a curse. Centralia will be destroyed, and only the church will remain. 60 years later, his church still stands. Everything else is gone. This is how a town built on coal was devoured by fire, and why it will never stop burning. Centralia, late 1800s, built on one of America's richest anthracite coal deposits. Coal so pure it burns hotter than almost anything else. Mines open everywhere. Nearly 3,000 people flood in, mostly Irish and Eastern European immigrants chasing the American dream. 7 churches, busy streets. For decades, Centralia thrives, but beneath every building is a labyrinth of coal tunnels, miles of dark passageways, abandoned shafts. The town is hollowed out from below, and mining life is brutal. Cave-ins, explosions, black lung, death is routine. Then comes violence. The Molly Maguires, a secret society of Irish miners, bring bloodshed. In 1868, Alexander Ray, Centralia's founder, is murdered. Then, Father Daniel Ignatius McDermott, a Catholic priest, is attacked by the Mollies, beaten, bloodied. He stands before the town. One day, Centralia will be destroyed, and only the church will remain. People dismiss it. They shouldn't have. May 1962. Workers burn trash in the town landfill, located inside an abandoned strip mine. Standard procedure, except this time, they don't fully extinguish it. Embers find a crack, an old mine shaft entrance. They slip underground. The fire hits exposed coal seams, and coal fires underground are almost impossible to stop. Old mine tunnels become chimneys, feeding oxygen. The coal itself becomes endless fuel. An invisible inferno spreads beneath Centralia. At first, people notice small things: warm ground in winter, strange smells, smoke from sidewalk cracks. Then a gas station owner checks his fuel tanks. The dipstick is hot. He lowers a thermometer, 172 degrees Fahrenheit. The ground is turning into an oven. Officials try everything: dig trenches, pump water, seal tunnels, excavate burning sections. Nothing works. By the mid-1970s, carbon monoxide seeps into basements. More sinkholes open, but people stay. This is home. Then comes February 14th, 1981. Todd Domboski, backyard. The ground opens. He falls, grabs a root, hangs above hell. His cousin pulls him up. That moment breaks Centralia. If a sinkhole can open in a backyard without warning, nowhere is safe. 1984, Congress allocates $42 million for relocation. Over 1,000 residents leave, buildings demolished, streets emptied. 1992, the state claims all remaining properties. 2002, U.S. Postal Service revokes Centralia's zip code. The town is erased. Today, roads remain, cracked, warped, leading nowhere. Street signs stand alone. Sidewalks end in grass. The most famous landmark, Graffiti highway, part of old Route 61. Asphalt buckled from underground heat. Steam rose through cracks. Explorers covered it in graffiti. 2020. Authorities bury the entire highway under dirt. Even the ghosts are being erased. If you're hooked, hit subscribe now. We explore the world's darkest mysteries, and you don't want to miss what's next. Now, let's talk about what's happening in Centralia right now. The fire is still burning right now. 60 plus years later, it's still spreading through coal seams. Experts estimate enough coal remains to burn for another 250 years. Smoke still rises. Some ground is too hot to stand on. Sinkholes still open. The air smells like sulfur. And about 10 people still live there. They refuse to leave, waking up every morning above an invisible furnace. One building stands untouched. The Assumption of the Blessed Virgin Mary Ukrainian Catholic Church, still standing, still holding services, exactly as Father McDermott predicted. Centralia will be destroyed and only the church will remain. Explorers who visit find steam-releasing roads, rusted signs, foundations where homes stood, a cemetery above burning earth. Some report strange experiences, sudden temperature drops, overwhelming sulfur, a feeling of being what? Gas effect? Psychological? Or maybe something about Centralia really is cursed. Why can't they just put it out? Scale. The fire spans miles of tunnels. Some sections are hundreds of feet deep. Oxygen. Old mine tunnels act like chimneys. Sealing them fails. Too many cracks. Fuel. Anthracite burns extremely hot. There's an estimated 25 million tons under Centralia. Even if you extinguish one section, it spreads to another. In the 60s and 70s, they tried excavating coal, flooding tunnels, pumping foam, digging fire breaks. Nothing worked. 1983, a plan to dig a massive containment trench. Cost $660 million. Congress said no. Cheaper to move everyone. So the fire keeps burning, spreading, unpredictable. Centralia isn't just destroyed, it's trapped in an endless apocalypse. Centralia is a ghost town, but not like others. Most abandoned places die quietly, fade. Nature reclaims them. Centralia still dying, actively. The fire won't stop. The ground keeps collapsing. The smoke keeps rising. Deep below empty streets, in tunnels no one will see again, it's still spreading. In 1962, workers made a simple mistake. Didn't fully extinguish a trash fire. That mistake has been burning for over 60 years. It's destroyed a town, displaced thousands, cost millions, and it won't stop for 2.5 more centuries. Some disasters end, some mistakes get fixed, but some fires, once they enter the earth, never stop burning. Somewhere beneath Centralia right now, in total darkness, surrounded by ancient stone and forgotten coal, flames are crawling forward, inch by inch, and they will outlive us all.